Announcer bot is active. Flare, mouse, from Trinidad and Tobago, is P1.
"479 from Italy is P1.
Flare, mouse, in turn 2, is third. "479 in turn 7 is first. Childish behavior from Canada in turn 8, carousel is P2. Flare, mouse in the hump is P3. "479 is first. Rev 174 from United States in turn 11. Gulch is third. Grand Master Man 44 is second. Rev 174 in Connor Corner is seventh. Childish behavior is third. Grandmaster Matt 44 in turn 4-5. The S's is 8th. Deadly D4N13L from United States in turn 8, carousel is 5th. Articulate Fox from United States is P9. Kyla's 32 from United States is 7th. "25 minutes remaining in the session. Grandmaster Matt 44 in the kink is 5th. Deadly D4 N13L is P7. 479 from Italy in the hump is P1. Best lap is a 150.931. Deadly D4 N13L is P-5. PBR Street Gang is P15. Brett Anderson from United States is P12. Articulate Fox in turn 10 is P9. Childish Behavior from Canada in turn 6 is third. Best lap is a 152.620. Flair Mouse is P10. Soup in turn 7 is P14. Josh Fulton from United States in turn 8, Carousel is 5th. Best lap is a 153.868. Sam S. from United States in Connor Corner is P18. Rev 174 from United States in the hump is 6th. Best lap is a 154.639. Max Yang from United States is P16. .479 in turn 8, Carousel is P1. Josh Fulton in turn 6 is 3rd. Best lap is a 152.036. Articulate Fox in turn 6 is P1. Best lap is a 150.910. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Max Yang is P9. PBR Street Gang in Bridge Turn is 10th. 479 is P2. Rev 174 is 7th. Flare, mouse, in the kink is P11. Kyle's Z32 in Namuro corner is P11. Left sink handle in paddock bend is 11th. PBR Street Gang in turn 10 is 13th. Childish behavior in paddock bend is 6th. Brett Anderson is 12th. Spicky is 18th. Big Blue Dart from United States is P-15. Sam S. is P-17. .479 is second. Brett Anderson is P-17. Rick Nicholson from United States in turn 8 carousel is P-18. Grandmaster Matt 44 in paddock bend is third. "15 minutes remaining in the session. Rev 174 in turn 8 carousel is 7th. Best lap is a 152.305. Josh Fulton is P5. .479 is third. Left sink handle is P10. Flare mouse is 19th. PBR streak dang is 16th. Best lap is a 2:01.063. Kyle Z32 in Paddock Bend is 13th. Josh Fulton from the United States is P5. Spicky is 15th. Best lap is a 1:58.320. PBR Street Gang is 17th. Rick Nicholson is P12. Best lap is a 1:55.000. Kyle Z32 is P15. Best lap is a 1:57.568. Articulate Fox is second. Best lap is a 1:50.733. BTA3, Dollar Lord in turn 8. Carousel is 18th. Best lap is a 2:03.163. Childish Behavior is 9th. Best lap is a 1:52.365. .479 is third. Max Yang in Namuro Corner is fifth. .479 is third. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Childish Behavior in Connor Corner is P9. Buggy from Zimbabwe is fourth. Best lap is a 1:51.220. Spicky in turn 2 is P16. Best lap is a 1:57.552. Max Yang is 5th. Best lap is a 1:51.339. Kyle Z32 in Paddock Bend is P18. Brett Anderson is P21. Josh Fulton is 7th. Flair Mouse is 22nd. Big Blue Dart in the Kink is P17. D4NCC from Indonesia is 14th. Speaky is P18. Rev 174 is P8. Best lap is a 1:52.204. Buggy in turn 4-5, the S's is P5. Left sink handle in turn 8. Carousel is 15th. Best lap is a 1:53.982. Slappin is 11th. Best lap is a 1:52.890. Deadly D4N13L is 12th. Five minutes remaining in the session. Articulate Fox is P3. BTA3 Dalavalord is P22. Articulate Fox from United States in turn 4-5, the S's is 2nd. Best lap is a 1:50.636. Sam S. in the Kink is P15. Mogo from United States is P24. Rick Nicholson is P16. Articulate Fox from United States is second. Rev 174 is P9. Big Blue Dart is P19. Best lap is a 1:55.890. Rev 174 in turn 11. Gulch is P9. Max Yang in Le Diable is 6th. Buggy is P5. Best lap is a 1:51.217. T. Sydney from Canada in turn 8. Carousel is 17th. Best lap is a 1:54.392. .479 in Connor Corner is first. Best lap is a 1:50.380. Max Yang in turn 11. Gulch is P6. Josh Fulton in Namuro Corner is 9th. Flair Mouse from Trinidad and Tobago is 24th. Josh Fulton is 9th. Slappin is P13. Max Yang in turn 8. Carousel is P7. Flare Mouse is P24. Soup is P5. Best lap is a 151.069. Left sink handle in Namero corner is 17th. Kyle Z32 in Paddock Bend is P-19. 479 in Turn 8 Carousel is P2. Soup is P5. .479 is second. Flare Mouse is 24th. Mogo is P15. Best lap is a 153.252. .479 is second. Mogo from United States in Turn 7 is 15th. The qualification session is at Mont-Tremblant 69 in St. Jovite, Canada. The wind speed is 16 kilometers per hour from the south. Mogo from United States in Le Diable is first. PBR Street Gang in Connor Corner is 15th. Sam S. from United States is P8. Brett Anderson from United States is 11th. PBR Street Gang in Turn 8 Carousel is 14th. Articulate Fox from United States in Bridge Turn is 7th. Childish Behavior from Canada is P4. T Sydney from Canada is P20. T Sydney is up 6.11 in Turn 6. T Sydney is up 5.96 in Turn 8, Carousel. T Sydney is up 8.34 in Turn 10. Childish Behavior is 5th, up 10.63. Grandmaster Matt 44 is P-7. Kyle Z32 from United States in Paddock Bend is P7. PBR Street Gang is 8th. Mogo in Paddock Bend is 11th. Flare Mouse from Trinidad and Tobago is P1 up 0.21. "25 minutes remaining in the session. Flare Mouse is up 0.10 in Turn 10. Sam S. from United States is 16th up 0.71. T Sydney is P15 up 2.03. Kyle Z32 in Namuro Corner is 17th. Mogo in Namuro Corner is 19th. Brett Anderson in Namuro Corner is P-19. .479 from Italy in Namuro Corner is third up 0.44. .479 is provisional pole with a 151.521. Rev 1744 from United States is 7th. Rev 174 improved as P-4 with a 151.662.713 off pole. Sam S is 14th. Sam S is up 0.39 in Namuro Corner. Childish Behavior in Namuro Corner is 9th. Childish Behavior improved as 9th with a 152.611, 1.662 off pole. D4NCC from Indonesia is 23rd. PBR Street Gang is P22. PBR Street Gang improved as 22nd with a 158.321, 7.372 off pole. Brett Anderson is P21. Brett Anderson improved is P19 with a 155.138, 4.189 off pole. 479 is third. 479 is provisional pole with a 150.343. Buggy from Zimbabwe is 12th. Buggy improved as 6th with a 151.855, 1.512 off pole. Deadly D4N13L from United States is P12. Deadly D4N13L improved is P10 with a 152.245, 1.902 off pole. Deadly D4N13L is up 0.12 in turn 4-5, the S's. Max Yang is P12. Max Yang improved is P9 with a 152.027, 1.684 off pole. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Slappin is P17. Slappin improved is P15 with a 153.279, 2.936 off pole. Brett Anderson is 20th. Brett Anderson is up 2.54 in Namuro Corner. Rev 174 in Bridge Turn is P6 up 0.53. Rev 174 improved is P4 with a 151.076.733 off pole. Flare Mouse from Trinidad and Tobago is 6th up, 0.43. Flare Mouse improved as P2 with a 150.741.0.398 off pole. D4 NCC is 13th up, 0.11. D4 Can C improved as 13th with a 152.453, 2.110 off pole. Spica is 22nd up, 0.41. Best lap is a 155.767, 5.424 off pole. Spica improved is 19th with a 154.988, 4.645 off pole. Deadly D4N13L in the kink is 11th up, 0.24. Deadly D4N13L improved as P10 with a 151.941. Left sink handle is 14th. Left sink handle improved as P12 with a 152.293, 1.950 off pole. Slappin is P17 up 0.61. Slappin is up 0.74 in the kink. Slap in improved is 15th with a 152.910, 2.567 off pole. Brett Anderson is P21 up 2.39. "15 minutes remaining in the session. T. Sydney in Paddock Bend is 17th. T. Sydney improved is P15 with a 152.594, 2.251 off pole. Kyle Z. 32 in Namaro Corner is P20 up 0.26. Sam S. is 18th, up 0.67. Sam S. improved is 16th with a 152.644, 2.301 off pole. Kai Martin is 24th up, 4.43. Flair, Mouse, is 4th up, 0.15. Flair Mouse improved as P3 with a 150.513, .170 off pole. Max Yang from United States is 11th up, 0.23. Max Yang is up 0.51 in the kink. Max Yang improved is 9th with a 151.352, 1.009 off pole. Left sink handle in the hump is 12th up, 0.31. Left sink handle is up 0.51 in bridge turn. Left sink handle improved as 10th with a 151.825, 1.482 off pole. Kyle as 32 is 19th up, 0.42. Kyle Z32 improved as 19th with a 154.267, 3.924 off pole. Kyle Z32 is up 0.02 in Le Diable. Josh Fulton is 7th. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Josh Fulton improved as 5th with a 150.702. 0.359 off pole. 479 is P1. 479 is up 0.03 in turn 7. Articulate Fox is P7. Best lap is a 150.949, 0.606 off pole. Articulate Fox is up 0.03 in turn 7. Buggy is P11. Buggy is up 0.26 in Namuro corner. Kyle Z32 in turn 10 is P19 up 0.65. Kyle Z32 is up 0.59 in Namuro corner. Kyle Z32 improved is 19th with a 1:53.490, 0.3.147 off pole. Kyle Z32 is up 0.01 in turn 4-5 VS's. D4 NCC in turn 8. Carousel is P14 up 0.44. D4 and C is up 0.55 in turn 10. D4 NCC is up 0.50 in Namuro corner. D4 NCC improved is 10th with a 151.805, 1.462 off pole. Sam S is 16th up 0.14. Articulate Fox in the kink is P7 up 0.20. Articulate Fox improved is P3 with a 150.512, 0.169 off pole. Sam S from United States in turn 10 is P16 up 0.45. Sam S is up 0.44 in Namuro corner. Sam S improved is 14th with a 152.205, 1.862 off pole. Josh Fulton from United States in turn 8, Carousel is 6th up 0.20. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Josh Fulton is up 0.29 in turn 11, Gulch. Max Yang from United States is P9 up 0.22. T Sydney is P16 up 0.12. Max Yang is P9 up 0.11. T Sydney in the hump is 16th up 0.21. Soup is P5 up 0.35. T Sydney in bridge turn is P16 up 0.36. T. Sydney improved is 15th with a 152.275, 1.932 off pole. Brett Anderson in turn 8, carousel is P21, up 220. Brett Anderson is up 2.28 in turn 11, Gulch. Soup in the kink is 5th. Max Yang in turn 4-5. The S's is P9, up 0.23. D4 NCC in the kink is P10, up 0.18. D4 NCC improved is 10th with a 151.524, 1.181 off pole. Max Yang in turn 10 is 9th, up 0.14. Josh Fulton is 6th, up 0.12. Kyer Martin is P23, up 2.26. Kai Martin is up 316 in bridge turn. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Kyer Martin improved as P16 with a 152.282, 1.939 off pole. Kai Martin is up 0.07 in Le Diable. Kyle Z32 is P20. Kyle Z32 is up 0.46 in the kink. Kyle Z32 improved as P20 with a 153.192, 2.849 off pole. Kyle Z32 is up 0.03 in Le Diable. Kyer Martin is 16th. Kai Martin is up 0.46 in turn 10. Sam S. is 14th, up 0.18. Kir Martin is 16th, up 0.52. Sam S. is 14th, up 0.11. Kai Martin is 16th. Kyle Martin improved is 14th with a 152.128, 1.785 off pole. Big Blue Dart from United States in Namuro Corner is P23. Big Blue Dart improved is 21st with a 154.220, 3.877 off pole. Kyle Z22 from United States is P21. Kyle Z32 improved is P19 with a 152.971, 2.628 off pole. Soup is P5. Max Yang is P9. Max Yang improved is P8 with a 150.961, 0.618 off pole. Josh Fulton is 6th. Best lap is a 150.702, 0.359 off pole. The race session is at Mont-Tremblant 69 in St. Jovite, Canada. The wind speed is 14 km/h from the southeast. 479 is P1. Grandmaster Matt 44 is P2. Articulate Fox from United States is P3. Flair Mouse from Trinidad and Tobago is 4th. Soup is P5. Josh Fulton from the United States is 6th. 45 minutes remaining in the session restart. Flair Mouse is 1st. Grandmaster Mac 44 is P2. Articulate Fox in turn 4-5. The S's is 4th. Flare Mouse in turn 6 is P2. Childish behavior, exiting pits.
Grand Master Mat 44 is P3.
Flare Mouse in turn 8. Carousel is second. Grand Master Mat 44 is third. Sam S. entering the pits is P23. Flare Mouse in bridge turn is P2. Grand Master Mat 44 is third. Flare Mouse in Paddock Bend is P2. Grandmaster Mat 44 is third, 0.2 behind Flare Mouse. Flare Mouse in turn 4-5. The S's is second, 0.3 ahead of Grandmaster Mat 44. Grandmaster Mat 44 is third, 0.2 behind Flare. Flare Mouse is second. Best lap is a 158.819, 0.731 off the fastest lap. Grandmaster Mat 44 in turn 8. Carousel is P3, 0.4 behind Flare. Flare Mouse on lap 2 is second, 0.4 ahead of Grandmaster Mat 44. Grandmaster Mat 44 in turn 11. Gulch is P3, 0.4 behind Flare Mouse. Flare Mouse in the kink on lap 2 is second, 0.5 ahead of Grandmaster Mat 44. Grandmaster Mat 44 is P3, 0.5 behind Flare Mouse. Grandmaster Mat 44 passed Flare Mouse for second. Soup is P4, 0.6 behind Flare Mouse. Josh Fulton in turn 4-5. The S's is P6, 0.7 behind D4 NCC. Soup in turn 6 is fourth, 0.3 behind Flare. Josh Fulton in turn 7 on lap 3 is P6, 0.4 behind D4 NC. Soup in turn 8. Carousel is fourth, 0.3 behind Flare Mouse. Josh Fulton in the hump is sixth, 0.4 behind D4 NC. 40 minutes remaining in the session. Soup in turn 11. Gulch is fourth, 0.2 behind Flare Mouse. Soup passed Flare Mouse for third. Soup lost P3 to Flare Mouse. Rev 174 is P6. Soup is fourth, zero point 0.5 behind Flair. Mouse. Josh Fulton in Connor Corner on lap 4 is P5, 0.5 behind Soup. Soup in turn 4-5. The S's is P4, 0.3 behind Flair. Mouse. Big Blue Dart exiting pits. Grandmaster Matt 44 is P2. Josh Fulton is P4, 0.6 ahead of Rev 174. Grandmaster Matt 44 is P2, 0.5 behind 479. Josh Fulton from United States, in the hump, is fourth, 0.7 ahead of Rev 174. Grandmaster Matt 44 in bridge turn is second, 0.2 behind 479. Rev 174 from the United States is fifth, 0.7 behind Josh Fulton. Grandmaster Matt 44 in Paddock Bend is second, 0.5 behind 479. Rev 174 is P5. Best lap is a 151.914, 1.187 off the fastest lap. Grandmaster Matt 44 is second, 0.5 behind 479. Rev 174 is P5, 0.4 ahead of D4 NCC. Grandmaster Matt 44 is P2, 0.6 behind 479. Rev 174 from the United States in turn 8, Carousel is fifth, 0.3 behind Josh Fulton. Grandmaster Matt 44 is second. Best lap is a 150.727. Rev 174 in turn 10 is P5, battling D4 NCC. Get 31423 out the way 00. Entering the pits is P24. Grandmaster Matt 44 in Mamuro Corner is third. Grandmaster Matt 44 is now P2, PBR Street Gang exiting pits. D4 MCD from Indonesia is P6, 0.1 behind Rev 174. Grandmaster Matt 44 in turn 4-5. The S's is P2, 0.6 behind 479. DFONCC in turn 4-5. The S's is P6, 0.4 behind Rev 174. 35 minutes remaining in the session. Grandmaster Matt 44 is P2. D4NCC is P6. Best lap is a 151.452, 0.868 off the fastest lap. Grandmaster Matt 44 is P2, 0.7 behind 479. D4 NCC is 6th, 0.4 ahead of Kai Martin. Grandmaster Mat 44 in the kink is P-2, 0.8 behind 479. D4 CC in the kink is 6th, 0.1 behind Rev 174. Grandmaster Mat 44 in Connor Corner is 2nd, 0.7 behind 479. D4 NCC in Connor Corner is 6th, 0.2 behind Rev 174. Grandmaster Mat 44 in Turn 6 on Lap 7 is 2nd, 0.7 behind 479. Rev 174 in Turn 6 is P6, 0.4 behind D4 NCC. Articulate Fox from United States in Turn 7 is P9, 0.6 behind Max Yang. Grandmaster Mat 44 in the hump is P2, 0.8 behind 479. Rev 174 in the hump is 6th. Best lap is a 151.432, 0.848 off the fastest lap. Grandmaster Mat 44 is P2. D4 NCC is 6th, 0.6 behind Rev 174. Flare, Mouse, in Namuro Corner is 7th, 0.4 behind D4NC. Grandmaster Mat 44 is P2, 0.7 behind 479. D4 NCC is P10, 0.1 behind Brett Anderson. Max Yang from United States in Turn 4-5, the S's is P8, 0.2 behind Flair. D4 NC in Turn 6 is P10, 0.4 behind Brett Anderson. Brett Anderson was 6.1 faster last lap. Max Yang is 8th. Best lap is a 152.212, 1.637 off the fastest lap. Grandmaster Mat 44 in Turn 10 is P2, 0.8 behind 479. Brett Anderson from United States in the hump is 9th, 0.6 ahead of D4 9C. Brett Anderson was 6.1 faster last lap. Grandmaster Mat 44 in Namuro Corner is P2, 0.7 behind 479. Flare Mouse is 7th, 0.6 behind Articulate Fox. 30 minutes remaining in the session. Grandmaster Mat 44 in Turn 4-5, the S's is 2nd, 0.5 behind 479. Flare Mouse is 7th. Best lap is a 150.977, 0.790 off the fastest lap. Brett Anderson in Turn 4-5, the S's is 9th, 0.3 behind Max Yang. D4 NCC exiting pits. Flare, Mouse, in turn 7, is P7, 0.4 behind Articulate Fox. Flare Mouse was 0.9 faster last lap. Brett Anderson from United States is P9, 0.3 behind Max Yang. Flare, Mouse, from Trinidad and Tobago in the hump is 7th, 0.4 behind Articulate Fox. Max Yang on lap 9 is 9th, 0.1 behind Brett Anderson. Brett Anderson was 0.9 faster last lap. Flare, Mouse, from Trinidad and Tobago is P7, 0.2 behind Articulate Fox. Max Yang on lap 9 is 9th, 0.6 behind Brett Anderson. Flare, Mouse, is 7th, 0.3 behind Articulate Fox. Max Yang is 9th, 0.7 behind Brett Anderson. Left sync handle in Connor Corner is 15th, 0.6 behind Mogo. Max Yang in turn 6 is 9th, 0.7 behind Brett Anderson. Brett Anderson was 1.2 faster last lap. Buggy from Zimbabwe in turn 7 is P12, 0.7 behind Kai Martin. Flare, Mouse, in turn 8. Carousel on lap 10 is 7th, 0.8 behind Articulate Fox. Kyer Martin in the hump is 11th, 0.7 behind Deadly D4N13L. Left sync handle in the hump on lap 10 is P15, 0.5 behind Mogo. Left sync handle was 0.9 faster last lap. Max Yang in the kink is P9. Kyer Martin is 11th, 0.7 behind Deadly D4N13L. Max Yang in Connor Corner is P9, 0.7 behind Brett Anderson. Kyer Martin in turn 4-5, the S's, is P11, 0.5 behind Deadly D4N13L. Buggy from Zimbabwe is 12th, 0.4 behind Kai Martin. Kyer Martin is 11th, 0.4 ahead of Buggy. "25 minutes remaining in the session. Buggy is P12, 0.3 behind Kai Martin. Kai Martin in turn 10 is P11, 0.2 behind Deadly D4N13L. Buggy in bridge turn is P11, 0.1 ahead of Kai Martin. Buggy lost P11 to Kyer Martin. Left sink handle in the kink on lap 11 is P15, 0.8 behind Mogo. Buggy is P12, 0.2 behind Kyer Martin. Buggy was 1.0 faster last lap. Kyer Martin is P11, 0.2 ahead of Buggy. Mogo exiting pits. Buggy in turn 6 is P12, 0.2 behind Kyer Martin. Kyer Martin is P11, 0.3 ahead of Buggy. Buggy in turn 8. Carousel is P12, 0.4 behind Kyer Martin. Kyer Martin is 11th, 0.4 behind Deadly D4 and 13 out. Articulate Fox is P6. Kyer Martin in the kink is P11, 0.3 behind Deadly D4 and 13 out. 479 exiting pits. Grandmaster Matt 44 exiting pits. Max Yang is 8th. Soup exiting pits. Kyer Martin entering the pits is P11. Rick Nicholson is 16th. Articulate Fox entering the pits is 12th. Buggy exiting pits. Josh Fulton exiting pits. Rev 174 exiting pits. Flare Mouse is P8. Flare Mouse exiting pits. Brett Anderson exiting pits. Slappin is 11th. Kyer Martin exiting pits. Articulate Fox exiting pits. Slappin exiting pits. Slappin is now P14. Buggy exiting pits. Slappin past Kyer Martin for P13. Rick Nicholson exiting pits. Brett Anderson is P9. Kyle Z32 exiting pits. Kyer Martin is 14th. Childish Behavior exiting pits. Brett Anderson is 9th, 0.4 behind D4 NCC. Spicky exiting pits. D4NC from Indonesia in turn 10 is P8, 0.4 ahead of Brett Anderson. Brett Anderson in bridge turn is P9, 0.6 behind D4NCC. Sam S. exiting pits. Slappin entering the pits is 21st. D4NC is 8th. D4NCC is now P9. 20 minutes remaining in the session. D4NCC is now P7. Deadly D4N13L exiting pits. Brett Anderson is 8th. D4NCC in turn 4-5. The S's is P7, 0.5 behind Flare, Mouse. Brett Anderson is P8, 0.7 behind D4NCC. D4NCC from Indonesia is 7th, 0.4 ahead of Brett Anderson. Brett Anderson in turn 8. Carousel is P8, 0.6 behind D4NCC. D4NC is 7th, 0.6 ahead of Brett Anderson. Brett Anderson in turn 11. Gulch is 8th, 0.8 behind D4NCC. D4NCC in Namaro corner is P7, 0.9 behind Flair. Brett Anderson in Connor corner is 8th, 1.0 behind D4NCC. Mogo from United States in turn 4-5. The S's on lap 15 is P11, 0.9 behind Deadly D4N 13L. Brett Anderson from United States in turn 7 is 8th, 0.4 behind D4NCC. Mogo is P11, 0.4 behind Deadly D4N13L. Brett Anderson on lap 15 is P8, 0.7 behind D4NCC. Mogo in the hump is P11, 0.5 behind Deadly D4N13L. Deadly D4N13L from United States is 11th, 0.2 behind Mogo. Deadly D4N13L lost 11th to Articulate Fox. Brett Anderson is P8, 1.6 behind D4NCC. Deadly D4N13L is P12, 0.8 behind Articulate Fox. D4NCC from Indonesia is 7th, 1.6 behind Flair, Mouse. Deadly D4N13L in turn 6 is 12th, 0.9 behind Articulate Fox. Mogo in turn 8. Carousel is P10, 1.1 behind Max Yang. D4NC is 7th, 0.8 behind Flair, Mouse. Flair Mouse was 0.7 faster last lap. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Mogo is 10th, 0.6 behind Max Yang. Mogo was 1.2 faster last lap. D4NC is 7th, 0.3 behind Flair, Mouse. D4NC lost P7 to Brett Anderson. Brett Anderson is 7th, 0.3 behind Flair, Mouse. Brett Anderson was 2.9 faster last lap. D4NCC in turn 4-5. The S's is P8, 0.4 behind Flair, Mouse. D4NCC is now P7. Brett Anderson is 6th. D4NC is 7th, 0.1 behind Brett Anderson. D4NCC passed Brett Anderson for P6. Brett Anderson is 7th. Best lap is a 151.650, 1.463 off the fastest lap. Max Yang in the hump is 9th, 0.6 behind Mogo. D4NCC in bridge turn is P7, 0.1 behind Brett Anderson. Brett Anderson in Namaro corner is P7, 0.1 behind D4NCC. D4NCC from Indonesia is 7th, 0.8 behind Brett Anderson. Articulate Fox is P9. Best lap is a 151.013, 0.826 off the fastest lap. D4NCC exiting pits. Kyer Martin in turn 4-5. The S's is P11, 1.3 behind Deadly D4N13L. Buggy in turn 6 is 14th, 1.0 behind D4NCC. Kyer Martin in turn 8. Carousel is P11, 1.0 behind Deadly D4N13L. Buggy in the hump is 14th, 1.1 behind D4NCC. Kai Martin in the kink is 11th, 0.8 behind Deadly D4N13L. PBR Street Gang exiting pits. Mogo is 7th, 0.8 behind Brett Anderson. Kyer Martin in turn 2 is P11, 0.7 behind Deadly D4N13L. Mogo is P7, 0.4 behind Brett Anderson. Mogo was 1.5 faster last lap. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Kai Martin in turn 7 is 11th, 0.5 behind Deadly D4N13L. Mogo is P7. Best lap is a 150.604, 0.417 off the fastest lap. Brett Anderson in turn 10 is P7. Deadly D4N13L from United States in turn 10 is 11th, .5 behind Kai Martin. Brett Anderson is P7, 0.6 behind Mogo. Deadly D4N13L in Namuro corner is 11th, 0.6 behind Kyer Martin. Kyer Martin was 1.0 faster last lap. Buggy in Paddock Bend is P14, 1.6 behind D4NCC. Mogo exiting pits. Deadly D4N13L is 10th. Deadly D4N13L lost 11th to left sync handle. Left sync handle in turn 6 on lap 20 is 11th, 0.6 behind Mogo. D4NC in turn 7 is P13, 0.8 behind Deadly D4N13L. Deadly D4N13L in turn 8, Carousel is P12, 0.5 ahead of D4NC. D4NCC in the hump is P13. Best lap is a 151.163.976 off the fastest lap. Deadly D4N13L from United States in turn 11. Gulch is 12th, 0.3 ahead of D4NCC. Kyle Z32 exiting pits. D4NC is 13th. Left sync handle is 11th, 0.9 behind Mogo. Mogo was 0.7 faster last lap. Brett Anderson exiting pits. Left sync handle is now 10th. D4NCC is 12th, 0.2 behind Deadly D4N13L. Articulate Fox in turn 7 is 7th, 0.7 behind Max Yang. Articulate Fox was 1.2 faster last lap. Left sync handle is P10, 0.6 behind Mogo. Left sync handle was 14.1 faster last lap. Articulate Fox in the hump is P7, 0.6 behind Max Yang. Left sync handle in the hump is 10th, 0.7 behind Mogo. Buggy in turn 10 on lap 21 is P13, 0.1 behind Deadly D4N13L. Articulate Fox in Namuro corner is 7th, 0.3 behind Max Yang. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Left sync handle is P-10, 0.7 behind Mogo. Max Yang is P7, 0.1 behind Articulate Fox. Buggy is 13th, 0.3 behind Deadly D4N13L. Slappin exiting pits. Left sync handle is 10th, 0.9 behind Mogo. Buggy is P13, 0.5 behind Deadly D4N13L. Buggy was 2.1 faster last lap. Left sync handle in the hump is 10th, 0.9 behind Mogo. Buggy is P13, 0.3 behind Deadly D4N13L. Left sync handle is P10, 1.1 behind Mogo. Mogo is 10th, 0.2 behind left sync handle. Buggy on lap 23 is P13, 0.8 behind Deadly D4N13L. Mogo from United States in turn 4-5. The S's is P10, 0.6 behind left sync handle. Buggy is P13, 0.8 behind Deadly D4N13L. Mogo is 10th, 0.2 behind left sync handle. Buggy in turn 8. Carousel is 13th, 0.7 behind Deadly D4N13L. Brett Anderson in the hump is 14th, 0.9 behind Buggy. Left sync handle is 10th, 0.5 behind Mogo. D4NCC on lap 23 is P11, 0.3 behind left sync handle. Flair, Mouse in turn 4-5. The S's is 5th. Best lap is a 150.976, 0.789 off the fastest lap. Articulate Fox exiting pits. D4NCC is 9th. Articulate Fox in turn 4-5. The S's on lap 24 is P10, 0.5 behind D4NCC. Kyer Martin exiting pits. D4NCC in turn 7 is P9, 0.3 behind left sync handle. D4NCC was 2.0 faster last lap. Articulate Fox is P10, 0.5 behind D4NCC. D4NCC is 9th, 0.2 behind left sync handle. Articulate Fox in turn 10 is P10, 0.5 behind D4NC. D4NC was 5.9 faster last lap. D4NCC from Indonesia is P9, 0.3 ahead of Articulate Fox.
Articulate Fox
In Namro Corner on lap 24 is P10, 0.3 behind D4 NCC. Grandmaster Met 44, exiting pits. Flare, Mouse, exiting pits. Max Yang is P6, 0.2 behind Flare, Mouse. Buggy exiting pits. Brett Anderson in turn 4-5, the S's, is 10th. Max Yang in turn 7 is P6, 0.4 behind Flare. Brett Anderson is P11, 0.1 behind Articulate Fox. Max Yang, in the hump on lap 25, is P6, 0.5 behind Flare, Mouse. .479 entering the pits is 16th. The leader has just finished the race. Josh Fulton finished first. Sam S. finished 18th. Kyle is 32, finished 19th. Grandmaster Matt 44 finished P2. Max Yang finished 3rd. Mogo finished P4. Flare Mouse finished 5th. Rev 174 finished 6th. D4 NCC finished P7. Articulate Fox finished P8. Brett Anderson finished P9. Deadly D4 and 13L finished 10th. Buggy finished P11. Kyer Martin finished 12th. Rick Nicholson finished P13. Slappin finished P20. Left Sink Handle finished P14. Big Blue Dart from United States finished P21. Childish Behavior finished P15. PBR Street Gang finished 22nd. Spicky finished P16.